I'm Aubriana Beach. I'm the Miss Preteen Colorado Beauty Queen reporter, reporting for the Dawn Reese Show and Marvelous Kids Out and About. I'm here with Kris. Kris, I have a few questions for you.
All right.
You have been working with Stuart for over 15 years. What do you teach here?
What do I teach? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what Stuart calls it? What we do when we teach most of anything you've experienced probably in school, we teach what's called technique. Well, Stuart calls what I teach beyond technique. Does that make any sense to you? Kind of. It's sort of basically meaning that what I do is when somebody has learned all of the techniques that they need to learn, then I take them and I get them ready for a performance, and I get them ready for being real and being interesting and fun on stage. What do I actually teach? I teach voice, I teach acting, performance for singers, and songwriting. And then sometimes I do creative writing and help people put their shows together.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff, huh? Well, I'm old. What do you expect?
What is your background in acting? Can you give us a glimpse in your resume?
Worked in New York City for 8 years as an actor, and also I worked as a studio singer and a backup singer for rock and country bands in New York, and as a songwriter. And I wrote a couple of off-Broadway shows, as well as had a few leads, and I had a pretty good career. Waited a few tables, did a whole lot of stuff like that. I worked for 9 years in Nashville as a songwriter, and have had 37 songs cut, a lot of radio airtime on a lot of songs. I've got a Christmas song that's been playing across the nation for the last 19 Christmases. Also, I have, I worked in LA for a national radio syndication as a staff announcer and as a writer for that radio syndication. It was called Bailey Broadcasting. The show was called Radioscope, and it was worldwide Armed Forces radio satellite, as well as 250 affiliates nationally.
Where did you study?
I studied at the Northern California Academy of the Arts. I have a master's degree in education. Go to college. It's very good for you. I swear to God, go to college, all you kids. Just, if you want to be in the business, pick a good college that has a great system of teaching you what you really, really want to know, if a college education is going to be in the books for you. Now, so I studied at the Northern California Academy of the Dramatic Arts. That was a sister school to the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. American Conservatory Theater. Am I tiring you, hon? That's a lot of information, isn't it? I studied at HB Studios in New York City. I've studied privately under Howard Malpas from the Royal Shakespeare Academy, Ron Davis, the founder of the San Francisco Mime Troupe, a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff from people. And now I hopefully will give this stuff back to my students.
Dawn said she saw a clip of your acting and she said it was amazing. What advice would you have for someone just starting?
Do everything that you possibly can. Allow yourself to take parts that you probably wouldn't normally take. If I had a quote-unquote attitude toward my abilities in that thing, I wouldn't have done that little film. That was that Dawn saw. It was a student film. I didn't get paid for it. So yeah, that was fun. But my advice to young actors is, don't get full of yourself. Be humble, be willing to work, Be willing to do what your director asks you to do and study. Study, study, study. Take your lessons and study and learn even more and more and more.
What would you like to do that you have not done yet?
In my life, I have a screenplay that I've written that goes along with the book that's based on the story of my Christmas song that's been playing. And I wrote the book, and the book's selling at the tattered cover, and it's selling on barnesandnoble.com. I would like to, the screenplay is in review at DreamWorks right now. I would like to have that produced, and I'd like to have time in my life to finish the other books that I've written. I've got 4 in the works right now. A couple of them finished. But I'd like to have the time to travel around. And with the Academy, you know what I want to do? I want to be the person who travels around and teaches workshops all over the place. And sometimes I'll go with Stuart. I'll take him with me. You know, the boss. Take him with me, and we'll team teach and teach workshops all over the place and get the Academy so that we can bring more people back in, because we have people from all over the world. Well, we do have from all over the world right now. I have Russian students, I have students from Syria, I have students from all over the place that come and work with us and train with us. Okay.
Dawn said that you have a very inspirational story with a picture on the wall. Can you share a little bit of that? And if you did it, can other women do it too?
Ah. Are we going to have to go out and look at that picture?
Which one?
Bless her heart. Dawn, yes, I have in the last 6 years lost 200 pounds. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of time. And I probably wouldn't have done it, but my doctor said I had 3 years to live. And he said, you're diabetic, you're going to die. So I went ahead and did everything that was possible to do it, and it's taken 6 years to do it, and I've lost 200 pounds. So I think that's what she's talking about, because I showed her the picture that was out in the hallway. There's a picture out in the hallway in the front lobby of me when I weighed 100 pounds more. I'd only lost 100 pounds at that point, and nobody can recognize me. Wow, I love that. You were so cute. Excuse me, I don't mean to embarrass you because you are a great interviewer, but you're so cute.
Do you have anything else to add about, like, what happened in your life?
What happens in my life? One of the things that I teach all my acting students, if you get your crazy yayas out on stage or in front of the camera, then you can be pretty normal in your everyday life. So when I'm at home, I like to play with my kitty. I like to go out with friends. I like to work in my garden. So most of the time I have dirt under my fingernails, and I'm working on my cuticles, and I'm, you know, it's the business and what we do is very social and about glamour. So when I'm at home, I don't talk for days. I loved this. Thank you so much. You're really, really good at this. I can see you on Entertainment Tonight. And something that I'm going to teach her when we do this is so that her head, her beautiful face isn't turned that far from the camera. Look at this face. Isn't she gorgeous? All right, great. Excuse me, I didn't mean to grab your cheek like that.
Bye.
Thank you very much for letting me be here.
Thank you.